It is a brand new year and a brand new nursing school term for you to just crush. So I'm so excited for you that you've made it this far and now you're in another brand new nursing school term. So there's 3 things that I want to share with you today. The first one is that you are good enough. You are good enough to do this. You are good enough to be a nurse. You are good enough to get A's in nursing school. You are good enough to rock your nursing school clinicals. You are good enough, period. End of story. So as you're going through this nursing school term, there are going to be moments in nursing school where you feel like giving up, where you feel like you are just not cut out for this, where you don't feel good enough. And girlfriend, I've got news for you. You are good enough. That's it. Because God made you good. End of story. So you are good enough to do this. If you know in your heart of hearts, deep in your soul, that this is what God created you to do, He put these passions on your heart to become the best nurse you can be, then you are in the right place. So no matter what, remember this, that you are good enough. Now, the second thing I want you to remember is to give yourself grace. There are going to be so many times when you just want to throw in the towel, where you want to give up, you want to quit, you want to walk right out that nursing school door and never come back. You're going to feel so beat up. You're going to feel so knocked down, and that's okay. In those moments, I want you to take a step back and give yourself grace. Give yourself grace for the mistakes that you make, for the failures that we have, because we've all been there. We all go through that. Mistakes and failures are part of the game, my friend. You can make it through no matter what. So give yourself grace in those situations, because yeah, you will mess up. You will fail sometimes. You will make mistakes. That's okay. It's part of the learning process. It's part of growing and developing in this crazy world. So as you go through nursing school and you feel like you just want to throw in the towel, just take a step back and give yourself a minute to process and give yourself grace through it. Remember, like we said before, you are good enough. You are good enough. That's it. So give yourself grace in those situations when you just don't feel like you can keep going. Now, the third thing that I want you to remember this new term and this new year is to give it your all. Give it all that you've got. Lay it all on the table. Put it all out there. Something that I see a lot of nursing students falling into, this trap, is this idea that I'm going to fail anyway, why even try? Or I feel like I'm not going to make it, I don't want to put in the effort. Why would I want to put in the time and the energy to keep trying when I know that it's not going to work out? And girlfriend, here's what I want to say about this. You don't know. You don't know what's coming up tomorrow or the next day or next week or next month. You don't know how this term is going to pan out. But I do know, this is what I know, is that if you do not give it your all, you are going to regret that. If you don't lay it all on the line, if you don't try your dang best, you are going to get to a place in life where you're going to regret that. Because if you do happen to fail out of your program, if you do happen to have some crazy thing happen and it just doesn't work out, then you will always have that on your heart that you didn't try your hardest. So even if you try your hardest and it doesn't end up working out, you can at least look back and say, you know what, I did my best. And that's all you can do. So make sure that as you go into this next term and this new year, that you give it your all and you try your best. Even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like you're gonna make it anyway, give it your best. Because you're not doing it for you. You're not doing it for your patients. You're not doing it for your instructors. You're doing it for God. Make sure that everything you do, all of that effort you're putting in, that you're doing it for God. Think about it that way. I hope that helps. So I hope these 3 things really give you some encouragement. Know that you are not alone. You've got a whole community of nursing students around you, and that everyone is feeling the same dang way you are, girlfriend. We've all been there, and every one of your classmates feels the same way. So I hope that you can take these 3 things to heart today and go into this new year with a renewed mindset on everything nursing school. So I hope you have a great new year, my friend. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and click on the little bell to get notified when we do post a new video here, because you don't want to miss anything we've got coming up for you. So I look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.